all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Welcome back to the KD51 YouTube channel. We're out here for the 4th round of the Moto America Championship in Washington at Ridge Motorsports Park.
Do you do stuff together, or is it just because you like Road Americans who's got bookend wins now? You said that test after VIR made all the difference in the world.
Yeah, after the VIR weekend, the day of VIR challenge.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's I train in this stuff every day. It's super hot there. You're always, you know, even just walking out into the garage to go work on bikes on off days, you just start sweating immediately. So yeah, us Texans are used to this, and yeah, this track, the repave job is super nice. Let off the gas and the bike's still moving. Just wrapped up qualifying 1 here at the Ridge. Didn't go quite how I wanted. We still went fast, but we didn't go quite as fast as the previous session. Track was quite a bit hotter. I think it led to a little bit slower lap times. I just didn't quite have the same feeling in the front end and in certain other areas that we're still trying to fine tune. So there's still quite a bit of time out there. Hopefully tomorrow morning we can find it. And yeah, we're a little bit off the pace from the leader, but I think once we get the bike dialed in, we'll be right there. So hopefully tomorrow morning. Just sat down with Eric from Velocity Calibrations. He's my suspension guy, and I think we got a really good game plan heading into tomorrow morning. There were some things that we were kind of band-aiding that I think we're going to get fixed the right way, and it's going to be really good. Day 2 here at the Ridge, race day. We got qualifying 2 coming up this morning. We're making some changes to the bike. Hopefully we can get a little bit more comfortable and just get the bike to work just a little bit better. I'm struggling getting it to come back to the apex, so we made some changes to the front, try and get it to come back a little bit better for me. And then yeah, it's gonna be pretty hot today. It's supposed to be like 100 and some, so gonna be pretty hot for the race, but luckily we train in Texas in the Texas heat, so should be good. And just looking forward to having some fun on my Aprilia RS660.
But I still need the front to come down and come through. Okay. How's the rear wheel? Does it squat good?
It feels soft. Like,
that's all good.
We are getting ready for race 1 here. It's currently 97, feels like 108, so we are dying of heat. But Kaleb says it's not that bad, so we'll see how the race plays out.
it is hot. I've been to many countries around the world, and as Roger has as well, but this is insanely hot. With camera girl down here, we're just talking before we came on camera, track temperature more than 130 degrees right now. I don't know if you can actually see over my shoulder, just with the angle that we're not going to get onto the grid because it's a fast start for this race, but the heat haze is now starting to shimmer. It is getting hotter and hotter and hotter.
Don't hold them long, guys.
Everybody on Aprilia's except for Blackman. Chris Parrish, the first Suzuki, in 7th. The lights going to be on when they turn off. It's time to light them up. Komatsu Moto America Superbikes in the Ridge. Twins Cup are gone. Anthony Mazziato on that inside, and he gave up position to Jackson Blackman early on. Look at Kaleb Keyrel moving into 2nd. Look at that run for 4th.
Looks like Anthony Mazziato held on to 3rd, but definitely a great start for Jackson Blackman and Kaleb Keyrel.
This is another race, as we always heard how fast Max talked, who he's trying to build that bike for. Later on, as we have a pass for the lead, Kaleb Keyrel puts his Aprilia up to the top. Look, driving around the outside. Now we're seeing Jody Berry on the white Aprilia. His head's in the right place now. Keyrel trying to go back-to-back. You see Mazziato going way too hard on the inside. Well, another Aprilia's out in front. That's Kaleb Keyrel, Robem Engineering. I know Michael Kopoulos works with him and works on his bike, and he actually builds a lot of the other bikes like Chris Parrish's engines. But these Aprilias really got homologated late in the season. It's a good drive by the Yamaha Jackson Blackman, so they didn't have any time.
This is where Kaleb's been running a little bit wide.
Mazziato pushing Jackson wide. We'll see if he does the same thing to Kaleb Keyrel the next time around. Mazziato just stuck his nose in there. That's deep. Deep. But he made it work. Anthony Mazziato taking the lead with 9 laps to go.
In a couple other races where he was maybe not the quickest, but when the race comes, Kaleb's usually always there.
You almost want to liken Anthony Mazziato and Kaleb Keyrel because both guys kind of worked their way through this system and kind of hit that spot where they couldn't go any further for a little while, and now both getting the opportunity to come back in Twins Cup and show what they've got. Long hair don't care right there as well. Believes a stylist, a day job. He's a professional road racer this weekend here at the Komatsu Moto America Superbikes at the Ridge. 6 laps to go. We're on lap 7 of 12. This first of 2 races this weekend for the Twins. Kaleb Keyrel trying to make it 2 in a row. Looks very smooth under braking. I'm not hearing, you know, we've heard a lot of chatter and stuff and a lot of skidding of the tires. Not hearing that right.
Oh, down.
And down out in front. He looked so smooth until everything went wrong for Anthony Mazziato. He's got to get it back. He's still in 3rd place right now. He had a 5-second advantage over Teague Hobbs. Now Kaleb Keyrel knows he's racing for the win, not just a battle with Jackson Blackman. Oh, no.
That's just such a bummer for Anthony Mazziato. Like you said, it didn't really look like he was pushing that hard. It looks like he was just controlling the race. That goes right back to what we were talking about with the tires being greasy. Corners where he can try to make the block pass from the inside.
Look at all that momentum he's carrying around that outside.
It's not close enough.
Not putting the pressure on the tires, but you see right there, yeah, he's playing follow the leader. This is the last lap of the Twins Cup. Blackman going for his first race victory all the way to that outside, using the entire track. 3rd spot's Teague Hobbs, and he's not even in the picture. That little bobble might have cost him, and again, charging hard. Blackman going drastically inside. He's going to be guarding. Kaleb's going to get a good drive out of the turn.
It's not close enough.
Do you guard or you just try and fly and run the fastest line you can?
That's the thing, when you guard the inside, it's real easy to run wide.
Big leg dangle for Jackson Blackman. Kaleb trying to shut it down. I'm telling you, he's having a hard time under braking, isn't he?
And also, Jackson just looks like he's really strong in this part of the track.
And there's where Jody Berry went down when he was out in front. Thought he had the race won, about a 1.3 second advantage. You can get a good round of that last turn, and you can tell, or excuse me, Maziotto going down, you can tell Keyrel wanted it, pushed a little too hard. Drag race down the front straight, and a victory for Jackson Blackman.
Kaleb ended up second right behind Jackson. I think he's going to be pissed because he had it, but it is what it is. He still got a podium, so that's good. Kept it on 2 wheels.
Keyrel in second place. He still gains valuable points for this championship, Michael.
Still smiling out here. Solid result for the Robem engineer. Still very much in contention for the championship. You got to imagine the chance of the top
Yeah, I mean, it was just a solid, clean race. I tried to get out and, just put my head down.
From White Bear, Minnesota, it is Robem Engineering's Kaleb Keyrel.
Second place today is Kaleb Keyrel. It's his 4th podium of the season. He's also our championship points leader by 12 points over Jackson Blackman, who's moved into second. Kaleb, you were leading when Maziotto crashed. At that point, did you feel pretty comfortable, or were you feeling the pressure from Jackson already at that point?
Well, first off, I saw Maziotto getting away, and I'm like, man, should I go with him or should I kind of hold back? Because my bike was starting to slide around quite a bit, and I was like, well, I'll kind of see how this plays out. But yeah, I knew he was pushing really hard for the traction that I was feeling, so I kind of took a little bit of a step back, and right when that happened, he kind of took the front, which kind of gave me the lead. I felt just super comfortable on my Robem Engineering RS660, just kind of clicking off laps. So just got done with race 1 here at the Ridge. Struggled quite a bit, honestly, with setup and then tire choice. My tire basically just melted. We went with the softest, and it's just way too hot for that tire. I had to be super easy on the front brakes, or that thing was just wanting to tuck on me. Just like what happened to Maziotto. Any little bit more brake pressure in the corner, and the thing was just wanting to just tuck on you. So we're definitely gonna have to figure that out for tomorrow. We're a little bit behind on setup just because we missed so many sessions on Friday. Overall, I got to be super pumped on P2 because I know we're struggling a lot, and we're still right there fighting for wins. So really bummed I let Jackson get by me. He should have never done that. I had no idea how far behind me he was. I had no idea if there was somebody there or not. So if I would have known he was there, I would have protected the inside, but I just I basically gave it to him, and then I just couldn't. I just didn't have enough grip in the front tire to make an attack on the brakes on the last lap. So we're gonna go back with the crew tonight, go through the setup, and get me a lot more comfortable, hopefully, because we're still just struggling. You can see Maziotto's bike is finishing the corners way better. So it's just it's really frustrating as a rider because I know what I can do on the bike, but I'm just not able to do it. So hopefully I'll sit down with Eric tonight and we'll get it dialed in and come out firing for a morning warm-up and really make a whole lot of progress tomorrow morning with setup. And obviously we know we got to make a different tire choice. So I'm feeling positive for tomorrow, and hopefully we can get it done. Sunday, race 2. We're walking into the track here. Us riders got to sleep in. Our crew guys have been here since 6:30, so that was Hayden's idea to make them slave over the bikes while we just sleep in. And
pretty much, I was like, guys, I don't think you guys want it bad enough. I think you need to be here at 6:30.
Not to mention that they're working their butts off in 100-degree weather. And it's already feels like 90 degrees out here. So yeah, gonna be another hot one today, but looking forward to have some fun. Got another race today, so hopefully I can try and win this one and not screw it up. Race 2 is coming up next here at Washington. Race 1 went pretty good. I struggled a little bit with the setup, but overall we pushed hard and finished second. I think I had the bike to win, and kind of made a few mistakes and didn't have quite the grip that I needed to do what I think I needed to do, but that's just a bunch of excuses. So overall, we just need to go make it happen today. At the end of the day, nothing's going to be perfect, and there's always going to be something, so I just got to ride as hard as I can, ride through it, and push to the front. Hopefully we can, hopefully I can just dig deep and you know, go for the win today. That's always the goal. We're always out there to win, no matter what the situation, no matter where the bike is or where we are with setup or tires or whatever. It's really hot here, so it's super greasy, but we're just gonna go put our head down and do the best we can and push hard for the front. Whatever happens, happens.
If you haven't been watching the news this weekend, it's supposed to get up to 108 degrees here in Shelton, Washington, something that has never been recorded before, the hottest ever in these neck of the woods. I'm from Texas. It very seldom gets there, and it is going to be unbelievably hot. It's hot right now, but let's find out. Can Anthony Mazziato take this pole position into a win? The lights are off. A good run by Jackson Blackman. A little bit of a wheelie out of Keyrel on the near side. And just like they were on pole, they're going to start that way, and it looks like Hayden Schultz in the fourth as well. That draft and tuck, there's not too many places to draft here at the Ridge.
Hayden Schultz with the pass around the outside.
Ooh, who is that? Dive bomb on the
missed
inside.
another one.
Who's the white bike that was cruising in there? That's Jody Berry, another Aprilia. This moved into fourth, and that was a good move. I say dive bomb, but it was just a move to the inside, and very well done. And here comes Hayden, but overcooked it a little bit, was able to get her turned and didn't lose any time. 4 Aprilias, make it even 5 Aprilias. Boop. Comstock, I think the one goes out, going underneath, and you see trying to push a little harder is Schultz. He's going to be on the outside, just going to set him up for the inside coming up next. And there he is. Can he hold on to it? Now he's going to drift wide and take the line. Hayden Schultz, excellent pass into that second place. Now we're seeing what we expected out of Hayden Schultz. I think you're starting to get that bike a little bit closer. And 3 wide going into this left. Who can make the turn? Kaleb Keyrel can. Wow.
Look at Kaleb there on the inside. This is the hardest part. See how far he's inside, is trying to get it stopped for the corner. As turn 13 goes down and not running wide.
Again, it looked like Mazziato had all his focus on what was on his outside in Hayden Schultz. And here comes Dive Bomb Willie to the inside, making it 3 wide. Maybe last year in Super Sport with Pash and SDK and Escalante, we might have seen 3 wide in there, but it's not too often. And it looks like Kaleb has picked up the pace.
And also, it's quite a bit quicker than Kaleb Keyrel went yesterday, so that kind of surprises me a little bit today with it being so much warmer, track temperatures up.
Jackson Blackman, back-to-back wins here at the Ridge over Anthony Mazziato. Kaleb Keyrel only 3 seconds behind in third. Still a good points day for him.
Kaleb!
Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here.
No doubt he was on. Jackson Blackman, Anthony Mazziato, Kaleb Keyrel, your podium. But the Aprilia of Hayden Schultz, Teague Hobbs, Jody.
Yeah, I'm down here with Kaleb Keyrel. Another podium, solid points for the championship, and I know you wanted to win, but you got to think the long game.
Yeah, for sure. You know, we're in this thing for the long haul, and overall, I just want to keep improving every weekend and keep developing this Aprilia RS660. Me and my team are working super hard on getting me comfortable, and I just can't thank them enough for all their hard work. They've been working their butts off this weekend in the heat, just like us riders have. Eric has been working his butt off. Mike, my mechanic. I got to give a huge thank you for Matt and Sarah. They put together this amazing team for me to ride with, and I'm absolutely loving it. Being able to come here and show up and have an amazing team to help me out is a huge help, and I just got to give it up to all my sponsors.
Between yesterday challenging for the lead and today not?
I think these guys just picked up the pace a little bit. I'm not sure though, but the race pace I think was just a little bit quicker. Somebody got I'm giving it everything I have.
I could tell. I mean, you were railing.
All right, just finished up race 2 here at Washington. Finished up 3rd place. We definitely had more pace today in the race, but the 2 guys out front did too. So we both found a little bit, and I definitely felt a little bit more comfortable, but we still just weren't quite there, weren't quite comfortable. So we'll go back to the drawing board and get this thing working awesome for Laguna. I'm super excited to go to Laguna. It's a super fun track. I've done well there in the past, so should be a good weekend for us. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to go down there and smash that like button for me. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. We really do appreciate all the subscribers we get and everybody who watches these videos. We couldn't do it without you, and thank you guys for watching. And we'll see you at Laguna.